This week's Parsha begins with the death of Sara Imenu, and Rashi is bothered by what is the connection between this and the last Parsha ending with Akedas Yitzchak. Rashi explains to us that there is a very real connection. It's because of Akedas Yitzchak that Sara Imenu died. Sara Imenu was informed of the events as they had transpired. She was told that Avram took Yitzchak and brought him to the place where the Beis Hamikdash was going to be built. He tied Yitzchak up, he put him on the altar. Avram raised the knife above Yitzchak. Says Rashi, at that point, Parcha nishmasa haneshama left her. She was so shocked by the idea that her dear, precious son Yitzchak had died, that literally haneshama left her, she died. That's why this parsha begins right away with the death of Sara Imenu. It was because of the news of Akedas Yitzchak that she passed away. And this Rashi really is very, very eye-opening, because at the time, Sara Imenu was 127 years old. She was a woman who had been through an entire lifetime of travails, problems, issues. She was not in any sense a flighty woman. A very, very deep, very, very philosophical, very, very well-developed woman who had a tremendous sense of bitachon, of trust in Hashem. And yet this news was such a shocking event that literally she died, and Neshama left her. And I believe it's illustrative of a very powerful point, and that is the giving nature of a tzaddik. You see, a tzaddik is so attached to other people. A tzaddik is so generous, so magnanimous, that the bonds of love and attachment form very, very powerful connections. Her son Yitzchak was a beautiful, beautiful individual who went totally in the ways of Hashem. Sara and Yitzchak bounded to each other with such a powerful connection that when she heard the news, she was so utterly shocked to her core that literally Parcha Nishmasa HaNeshama left her. But it's the Taz's line that really opens up a tremendous new understanding. The Taz explains that what about this event caused her such a shock? It was seeing her Yitzchak there, seeing the pain that he must be going through at the time. That's what caused her neshama to leave. And I believe what the Taz is teaching us is a fundamental concept. It's difficult enough for me to feel another human being's pain. It's difficult enough for me to feel connected to them. But there is a certain maternal instinct, there is a certain paternal sense that a father views his child as an extension of him. A mother views her child as just another limb of herself. That is something that Hashem put into the human so that parents will love their children, so that parents will care for their children. But Sara Imenu took this to a whole nother level. You see, it's one thing for a mother to see her child and say, oh, my loss, to grieve her now not having her child. That's one level. Sara Imenu was not focused on that at all. It was Yitzchak's pain. Oh my goodness, what is he going through? What is he experiencing? He felt her pain as he was lying there under the knife. He felt his terror, and because of that, she was so shook to her core, because that was her connection to this tzaddik. It wasn't a personal interest. It wasn't for her own well-being. It was that she was so connected to another human being in the sense that she viewed the world from his vantage point. And that ultimately is the highest level that a human being can reach in Ben Adam L'Chaveru, where it's not me, it's not my interest. I view the world, what's in it for you, what can I do for you, but more than that, how do you feel in this situation? How are you experiencing it? When a person reaches the ultimate heights, he's able to view the world completely, totally from another person's perspective. And from that perspective, Sara Imenu saw the terror in Yitzchak's eyes, felt his pain, and literally was so shook to her core that Parcha Nishmasa, she left this world.